Hey guys, this is for my patrons. We're going to take an in-depth look at the Charming Dead Oracles kit. It's by Andrew McGregor and Carrie. You can find it at carrieparish.com. On the 22nd of this month, they are launching an online course for 5 weeks. It comes in a cigar box. I'm sure you'll be getting a different cigar box. This one is pretty cool. They add a little, oh no, I thought they added that, but that's actually part of the box. Now you'll see that my box has a little character. Look at the bottom. So I actually kind of like that. I like that. It did break in packaging and in shipping. So you might, if you have rough carriers, you might ask Carrie to, pack it with a little extra padding or something. But, and there's the back. They don't change anything. It's kind of cool. So I've got this great big, still got stickers, and you can see the sticker, and here's the other sticker. I can't do this backward stuff. So I got this because I'm really fascinated by casting. I don't know if y'all do any casting or not, but I've done some, and I really enjoy it. So we're going to put it back over here on my, let me shut my Mac, so I've got this here. When I got it, and I looked in it, there's a couple of things. First thing I noticed was there was a little card. I don't know if she just throws a card in or not, but it's the stork. The stork is interesting because it has a maternal piece to it as well as a movement piece. And it's interesting because one of the thoughts I had with this was wondering if I'd be able to contact my mom. She's been dead for about 16.5 years now. So let's take a look and see what I got. I got a bag. Woohoo! Feels like a candle. Look. Is that not cool? It is a key, and I wish I could. It's metal. It's not plastic or anything. It's a metal key. What's in here? I have to open it carefully. Ooh! Oh, it's a bottle of Charming Dead Blessing Oil. Let's see what it smells like. Spicy, earthy, exactly kind of what I expect. Something for mediumship to smell like. Darkish. Not dark in a it's evil way, but dark in a go inside. The smell is incredible, y'all. So I'm gonna wrap it back up. Now the course they're teaching, I'm not taking. Couldn't afford it. So thought I wanted to, but I also can't afford it time-wise because I'm going to be teaching a class. I'm going to tell y'all first, because it hasn't been announced. I'm going to be teaching in Ethany Dawn's Tarot Academy Summer School. I'm excited. Now, you get a huge bag of charms, like a huge bag. If I can figure out how to re-angle the camera, I'm going to do it so y'all can see me doing some casting. So we'll probably be breaking up. Oh, and the first one I pick up is a ghost. Let's see what else I get. I'll pick 3 charms for us. And the next one I get is a marijuana leaf. A ghost, a marijuana leaf, and interesting, a dress. I don't know if that's showing up or not. Again, we'll have problems with showing stuff on this. Oh well. So, a ghost, marijuana leaf, and a dress. Then we have, ooh, more. And there's no instructions with this that I found. It's online, so you have to go online to get it. But now I get a dice that says who, when, where, how, what, why. How. And a mercury dime. Here's how you know it's a mercury dime. Oh, sorry. Let me see if that'll work. Y'all. Oh, and apparently I've got magnets on here because, oh, I just lost you. Where'd you go? But, yeah, it's a mercury dime and it's a pendulum. Very cool. And these cards, I'm not sure what they are. So we're going to open them up and see. I probably should have looked at the stuff online first. I'm going to come back to these because I can't open them easily. Now, this. What could this be? Well, let's untie the pretty string and see. It's a casting cloth. And I have, for people who are subscribing to the Cartomancer for the first time to the print, I have casting cloths that I'm giving to people. I have about 10 left, I think. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you want to jump in on that side, that's probably annoying. Let me open this and see. So it feels very nice. I'm looking at it first for me, so let's turn it around. Okay, so can you see it pretty well? We've got interesting stuff in the corners. I'm going to kind of look at this and see what we've got. We've got an RIP up there. Oh, you know what? I might want to hold it so it's actually right side up. That'd be better, right? So the green, the heart chakra here, there's a red cross, there's chakras there, blindfolded, I don't know, ghost in a chain, a jester, a heart, lots of stuff. RIP down here on the bottom. Let me see if I can show it to you a little more in detail. So we'll do this, then we'll do this, and we'll do this. Now we're coming back over here to the, you see this one? And there's another, there's a jester hat on that one. And then you come down to the one that's hand on shoulder, hand out. Kind of bleeding heart over here. Oops. That one. Then somebody with a hammer in their hand. Kind of a witch hat and wand. And then an RIP. Really pretty detailing on the edges. See that? So, now, what do you think we do with this? Oh, we need to open this first. I'm going to just lay that over there. So, I wish I had my little opening thing over. Oh, got it. So, let's see what these are. There's a woman, there's a man, there's a child, there's a book. There's, interesting, that's an archery target and a mortar and pestle. Tea and a magnifying glass. Scissors and what I would consider a medical beaker. So interesting, different combinations. Let's pull one and see. And I'm not going to shuffle them just in case they're in an order I need to remember. A hatchet, or an axe, or a tomahawk, and a anchor. But that anchor looks like an anchor, but it also looks like a metal to me. So, interesting stuff. Now, what I want to give you all a visual on this. So I'm going to stop this, and then I'm going to hopefully be able to paste them together. I'll be right back. Part 2. And I posted that I got the kit and was talking about it a little bit on Facebook. Well, Carrie and Andrew just invited me to have a seat in the course. They wanted to say thank you for me promoting this and talking about it. Well, of course I promote it and talk about it. I think it's wonderful, but it's really nice. And I said yes. I mean, yes, I would love to. So if you're going to take the course, I'll be a fellow student. I am looking now at their PDF online that they sent when you buy just the kit. You get a link to an audio and a PDF. And here's what they say. Andrew and I are super excited about this particular kit because it represents a combination of experiences that we've witnessed since we started teaching mediumship and charm casting over 4 years ago. They said no matter where they presented, no matter what country, online, they said we connect with 10 specific archetypes. And they talk a little bit about that. And they just said they wanted to give a recording. And they said that everything's useful right down to the baker string tied around your casting scarf and the Lenormand card insert. So that's very cool. So stay open to spontaneity. Talking about the charms. And I'm kind of reading as I go. So I've got a link. I've got a 2-page visual of all the charms that I need. And what they purposefully didn't write down was a list of charm meetings. I like that. Kind of helping you get to it. And you talk about what is it literally, what is it used for, what does it stand for, remind you of. And they talk about how they phrase things specifically. I don't want to give you a lot because now the cloth we're talking about was the ha ha ha. So I'm laughing because I did some pendulum work over which of the skeletons I needed to work with. They're all different ancestors, and mine is the angry nagging dead. Thanks. So that's the one that I got pulled to. And they said, give your scarf a try, sprinkle your charms over the cloth, and see which archetypes they gravitate towards. So, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are the 10 archetypes. Now, I can't do it here because I don't have the right place. Okay. So you sprinkle the charms, and they really, Carrie says, get familiar with the charms and pull 3, and just randomly, right? Pose a question to an ancestor like, what does my grandmother want me to know? And I'll just grab 3 and flip them out and see where they go. And then there's some more stuff going on here. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to give it away. So, and it says if you cast your die, and the who comes up on one of the dead, it could be who is speaking to you, or the why. You know, could be could be why they're speaking to you. And it says adopt the Mercury diamond pendulum. And I love pendulum work. I've got a video out on pendulum work, but you basically, what you want to do, I'm just going to hold it like that. I've got fans going here, but you hold it over your hand. I'm hoping this is showing. My goodness. Do a little quick with this. Okay, so you want to hold it over your hand, and you want to say things like, is my name Abigail Bindendorf? That's going counterclockwise. Is my name Stephanie Arwen Lynch-Poe? And now it's going clockwise. Now I'm trying very hard to hold still, right? And I have a hurt elbow, so I don't know if you can see. It's got kind of a sore spot. But this is how you find your yes/no. That's the simplest way I know, is to ask it a completely silly question that you know is not true. And then ask it a question that you know is true. Pendulum work is, let me shorten the pendulum chain up just a little bit so you can maybe see a little bit more. So, again, I'll ask it, is my name Stephanie Arwen Lynch-Poe? So, clockwise, is my name Amber Honey Raven? No! And I feel like I'm moving my hand. But you have to trust yourself. That's a biggie. So, I need to figure out some way to show you how these cast up. But they also talk about the cards. Let's see, they've got some great pictures in here. What about the little pocket deck with the black and white images? So sometimes they say we need words for symbols. And the target by man, woman, child. Yeah. I know, I just kind of skimmed over that. So I'm just going to pull 3 at random charms. I'm not going to even look at them before I set them down, okay? Okay. And I got a unicorn, a shell, and a headstone. Well, again, kind of hard to see. I'm gonna kind of flip the camera, so if you get seasick, hold on. See, a headstone, a shell, and a unicorn. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get y'all cast over here so you can see. I'm going to randomly ask. I'm moving this out of the way for now. I'm actually going to put it up here. Pendulums and I have a really good relationship. This one you can actually click and make a little short necklace for yourself if you want. So this is just, my question to my ancestor is, who wants to give me a message? And the headstone just leaped out of my hand. So, let's try that again. Who wants to give me a message? Okay. Headstone fell center, right here. Unicorn fell over here, and I don't remember which dead that was. And then the shell fell kind of at the feet of this one. Let me scroll back up and see which ones we're looking at. So the playful dead got the unicorn. Ha. And then the wise dead got the shell. And the rest in peace is actually pointing towards, but it's kind of pointing towards this, but it's really in the middle. So I'm going to kind of say, okay, poop. Now, we're going to do the dice. And it's over here on the angry death, it's Y. I don't get it. So see, this is why I'm going to be working with this, because I don't understand this. I don't know what it means. So I'm going to pull a card. And sometimes this may be because I'm not doing this in a very meditative state. I'm just kind of playing. But I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to put 1 on playful, 1 on wise, and 1 on angry, nagging. Here's for playful, here's for wise, here's for nagging. So, on playful, we get a spice grinder and a perfume bottle. On the seashell, we get serving utensils and possibly a brownie. And on the nagging dead, the angry dead, we get an old car and a gentleman's hand holding a glove and a cane. So there are many things we could look at right here, right? The Y falls over here on the angry dead. So what are we thinking? It's got a gentleman hand. There's a Studebaker or something. It's an old sedan-y type car. You know, one of the old-timey cars where big families could get in. Well, maybe not big families. But, so this feels masculine to me when I look at this nagging dad, which is interesting because I assumed it would be one of my maternals. But it feels masculine. The rest in peace, almost like, shut up and let me sleep, kid. The wise dad, the seashell with the implements is what really appeals to me. Seashells to me are, and this is where you go into your personal stuff, right? This is where you go into your personal, what do symbols mean to me? Like the octopus. The octopus doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. But for me, shells remind me of useless bay and half moon. Oh, useless bay and half moon, useless beach and half moon bay. It's on Whidbey Island near Langley. But it reminds me of quiet times when I really do get meditative, and some of my restorative time. And, you know, the utensils, use the right thing. There's a use for everything. Every tool has a use, has a purpose. Use them for that. And then the Playful Dad, we get the spice grinder and incense. And I can see them being used together, right? Grinding up what you want to put into your aromatics. And it's got the unicorn on the Playful Dad. I mean, that just seems like a ha-ha, poke you joke. So I'm really looking forward to now taking the class. It starts this week. I am going to be a good student, pay attention. Let me get all these cards back in. I know I said I wasn't going to take them apart because I was afraid I might have to put them in some kind of order, but it is what it is. So, and I have other of Carrie's products in terms of her charms. I have her Magpie Lenormand. I have the Tarot now. I have the Magpie Oracle. It's wonderful, and the charms are really fun to play with. So that's a big piece of it. The key just makes me so happy. The Lenormand card for the stork is so interesting to me. Because my maternal line is probably the line I'm most familiar with. So she said we'll be keeping everything. Here's my key. I want to wear the key. I'm going to put this back in with the cards. But I hope that you've enjoyed. Oh, wait, let me get you back over here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hey, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed this little kind of more in-depth look at this, the charming dead oracles with an S. That's because there's more than one oracle in here, right? There's the sheet, the casting scarf, the cloth. There's the little cards, the die, all your charms, the oil, the key. The key is really cool to me. So I'm actually not going to put this back in the plastic. It feels like it doesn't like it or it doesn't want to be in the plastic. And if I'm going to be using it, it seems silly to keep it in there. So I'm going to fold it back up as closely as I can to how it came. Well, a little more. Now, I'm going to put it all back in the box. Boop. And the box is cool. Love the box, right? So put the cards in, the charms in. I'm actually going to use this to roll this. And this just feels right to me. I don't know why. I don't know why. So we're going to roll it. Roll it. I'm going to thread the key through it. And I'm going to use just that like this. I'm going to wrap it. It just, that's what it seems to want. So I'm not tying it. I'm just wrapping it up. So there. It's all wrapped with the key in it. Put that over there. And there's lots of room in here for, like, if I want to add stuff, which I probably will. Lots of stuff in here. I would probably be inclined to take photographs of my loved ones who've passed, scan them, print them, and then like line the box with them. That would be for me pulling in that energy. You see that I am trying to keep this. We should put the mercury dime in here. And yeah, it feels good. It feels fun. I can't wait to get started. So I'm going to get this uploaded for you. Whoops, forgot my little card. And we'll go from there, okay? So seek joy, y'all. Thanks for being a patron. I really appreciate it. And have a great day.